The yield curve recently inverted due to massive sell-offs in bonds. What is happening with the bonds today?
So this is my favorite topic. At a basic level, when you're performing economic calculation, you always start with what's your inflation rate. And you construct everything above that because that's where your risk-free rates are constructed as a premium above that. And then your equity premiums are a premium above those fixed income rates. And so when you think about like the hallmark and the keystone of economic calculation, it's what's the inflation print. And I think if you have people that are looking at it from a recency bias, they know the global events that are happening with Ukraine and Russia, and they're saying, oh, well, that's the reason why we've got an 8% and maybe higher inflation print. But the fact of the matter is we've had over 5% inflation for a year leading up to those events. And what's causing that? Well, the thing that's causing it is a breakdown in supply chains. And so when you go from an environment where you had inflation prints at 2% or less, and all your fixed income bonds were getting priced at a 1% premium or a 0.5% premium above that inflation rate of 2%, you can see why we're in for just an incredible shock to the global economy when you have an inflation print of 8% and all these fixed income yields are still down at 2% for a negative 6%, probably higher than that. I can only imagine what the next CPI print's going to be. And so when you're re-engineering all that financial valuation for everything on the planet, I mean everything, we're talking hundreds of trillions of dollars, you have the biggest negative spread that anybody in this room has ever seen in their lifetimes. And they need to treat that with a whole lot of caution and thought, because boy, oh boy, when you adjust discount rates like that, the prices on everything are going to go like that. And so what does that lead to? That leads to further printing, further manipulation. Central banks have to step in. They're going to have to hold back that sell-off in fixed income as those yields are blowing out in a sell-off. And that's just, boy, oh boy, from my vantage point as I'm looking at the macro landscape, I mean, that's the story of stories. That's the elephant in the room, is this negative spread is just unprecedented.